All right, everybody, coming up next in the call, we've got Leo Barroso visiting us right now from where in Massachusetts?
Well, I'm in New Hampshire, but I run the Middlesex County area, like Lowell, Boston.
Today he's in New Hampshire. Last month issue paid over $30,000. And this past week was the number one producer in our entire agency, $1.2 million submitted. Leo is the number one producer with $21,000 on his own pen. Excited to have him on here, learn more about him, hear his story, hear his background, and get to know him, introducing everybody, and see what he's doing to find such quick and tremendous success here at Family First Life. So how you doing today, Leo?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Awesome,
so yeah,
bro.
I got started. I actually got started last year in August, September. And I did pretty good. Like the first month I wrote like 6,000, but I was just like horrible spending, like lead strategy. I was going out spending my money, going out to bars, drinking, not really spending my money wisely. So really the last couple of months is where I've actually like changed everything up. I started getting more plugged in, watching all the videos, participating in the group chats, talking to everybody, reaching out to people. And that's how I was able to get where I am today.
That's awesome, man. So you have been, how long you've been at Family First Life? You said 6 months, 9 months?
Yeah, 9 months about, yep.
So what switched? I mean, you said you got started with 6,000 your first month, which is, it's not great, but you hung around, stuck with us long enough. And now here we are in June, and you're starting you're tearing off on a new plan. So what happened in those middle 7 months that changed or evolved in Leo's life?
It's just mentality. That's pretty much it. Like not believing in myself, not believing I can do it. I was watching other people do it. I'm like, oh, well, I can't do that. And just, it's pretty much it. Definitely have to like be thankful for my fiance. She's the one that helped me out a lot to like push myself even more. Cause at first I knew I could do it, but I wasn't actually doing it. So I would have like 2-3 appointments a day and get some no's. And then I'd be like, oh, I can't do this. And that's really not the case. So I just had to get in the right mindset and get plugged in and just watch as many videos as I could. Because before I first started, I really wasn't doing that. That's been the biggest change is really watching every YouTube video that I could find.
So what have you been doing for money for the past 7 months?
Well, I really wasn't making any, I really wasn't. I think I posted yesterday how much I made in January was like 600. I was working for like a moving company, $20 an hour. Then I made like 1,200 that month. That was in March. And then I used that to buy some leads that I made I wrote like 2,000-3,000, and then I wrote 10,000, and now it's just pretty much doubling every month.
Tell her. Got it. So, dude, I mean, that's kind of how it happens too. It's like the law of the, how would I say, you're digging the well, you're learning the skills, you're putting yourself in a position where it takes time to put yourself in a position to be able to go out there confidently and go protect families. I mean, so let's back up even further. So I'll load the question. Like, I understand you were did some insurance prior to working with us. What was that like?
Yeah, so my practice company, before I joined, they told me they had so many leads that they didn't even have enough salespeople to call them. So I get licensed, joined. Turns out it's bait and switch, and I'm like, all right, well, like I'm in too deep now. I can't leave. I already spent $500 to get licensed and everything else, and whatever else I had to pay for. And yeah, like at first they give you leads that are like years and years old, like recycle through everybody. And yeah, like sold, I had like a pretty good month once. I like sold like 10,000. That was like probably my best month. And then after that, probably like 3,000, never really made any money, 50% commission. And just, I didn't really like the bait and switch. It didn't sit right with me. Like, yeah. It doesn't, you didn't feel right when you're going to a house and just showing them all these stuff when you're really there to talk about life insurance. Tell
me about the leads back then. What were the leads? Like, just get a little bit more. And I'm prepping you because we have the new instant Facebook leads, we have instant leads, we have new internet life leads, we have call-in leads, we have mortgage protection leads, we have, we've got some leads. So just for the people that are new-ish or haven't, or like, hey, I just joined, but is it really as good as they say it is here? Because they say it's good and everyone says it's good, but I still don't believe any of them. So tell us about other companies.
For sure. I mean, you're calling people that really never even requested life insurance. So you're setting an appointment for something that's completely different, has nothing to do with life insurance at all. And you're going to their house, and then you got to give them all these free products to then talk about life insurance. Now, some people still want it because you bring it up and they've been thinking about it. But with here, every single person, like, they actually requested life insurance. It's no weird feeling. Like, you call them, they're like, hey, I'm calling you, about the life insurance you requested online, and you go over their house, you get straight to the point. It's so much better. It's a lot easier. You're not limited onto how many leads they give you, because they'll give you like 50 leads a month and expect you to work the same 50 for the entire month and write 10,000 from that.
Got it.
In 1 month.
So they give them to you so they feel like, and it's kind of trickery, right? It's like they make you indebted to them.
Yep. And they tell you they're $27 leads, but like, if you're like, try to buy some more, they don't let you buy more. So.
Interesting, man. Well, we're happy you're here, and we're happy. So what kind of leads are you working here with?
I've been working the $2.50 more aged mortgage protection leads.
Yeah.
I was kind of skeptical about working them at first. I was working the instance before, and I was, writing like 15. I think I wrote like 20,000 from it.
Okay.
But with the age mortgage protection leads, what I really like about them is that they're hand signed and filled out by the person. So it doesn't matter if they requested it 2 years ago, 4 years ago. I've had a sale that they requested it 5 years ago. When it's handwritten, they remember it. And if you go to their house, they're like, oh yeah, that is my handwriting.
Yeah.
And they still want it. So it's pretty much like a new lead. So no one, and most of these people, no one even got them the information. Like, you asked them on the phone, no one got them the info. They didn't really do their job when they first got the lead.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't it like, who would have bought this lead back then and not gone and protected it?
Right. And brand new, they're like $60 to $90. I can't even imagine paying that much for a lead and not doing my job.
Amen, bro. So for this past week, you had a great week. So how many leads did you buy?
I bought 400 like a week and a half ago.
Okay.
So for like $1,000.
$1,000.
And the first week, I had, like I said, 30 appointments from it for the first week. I went 0 for 30. So then I knew it wasn't me. I mean, I knew it wasn't the leads. I knew it was me. So because I had so many appointments and probably like 15 sits in that 1 week, I was able to go back and pick apart what I did wrong in each house and able to adjust. So for then the last week when I called, I didn't really set people that didn't really want it, where before I was pushing it like hard to set the appointment. For these, if they kind of give me a disinterest, I kind of just put in a non-interested pile. And I only set people that didn't get the information, or they did, but they still are very curious to sit down with me and get the information they requested.
Yeah, we call it fake appointments, right? So what do you come you get off work, John? Sometimes 5. Okay, you gonna be home tomorrow? I might be home. Okay, so see you tomorrow 5:30? I don't know yet. Okay, perfect. See you tomorrow 5:30. And you call it, you mark it down and call it an appointment. When the reality is the guy you didn't confirm it. And you have to half the phone battle is getting it, clearing the calendar. The other half is confirming it. And if you just which is good, man, it's good you start to realize that so early on in your business. So I think we'd be remiss if we didn't hear the phone script of someone that booked 30 appointments in a week off of these leads, especially because I think there's something like 400,000 currently in the CRM right now. Or no, I apologize. There's probably over almost 700,000. They added 400,000 earlier this week. So there's a lot of these leads in the CRM right now on top of all the other types you've got. So I love you just kind of run through it, your phone script that you use for these $2.50 leads.
Yeah. Hello, Grady.
Yo, hello.
Hi, Grady. How are you? My name is Leo Barroso. I'm calling from the Mortgage Protection Office here in Middlesex County regarding the handwritten card you filled out and sent back to us. Do you remember filling that out and sending it in?
I don't, man.
Okay, no worries. Most people don't. It was back when you first got the loan with Washington Savings Bank. Now, do you remember, did anyone get you the information you requested?
I think someone may have come out here, but I don't remember how it was a long time ago.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's the exact reason why I'm calling. It came back flagged in my system as incomplete. Now it's just my job to get that information out to you. Now they have me dispatched in your area tomorrow and Saturday. What time do you typically get home from work tomorrow and Saturday?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. All right, perfect. So I have a 7 and an 8 p.m. tomorrow. What time works best for you?
Let's just do 7.
7. All right, perfect.
Wait, you have to come to the house?
Yes, so they have me go out just to make sure you are who you say you are. Make sure you're not tied to a hospital bed or anything like that. Shouldn't take longer than 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, cool. 7's fine.
All right, perfect. And what color is the house, just so it's a little bit easier for me to find?
Blue.
Blue. And does the doorbell work or should I knock?
Doorbell works.
All right, awesome. So I'll be pulling in a silver 2-door coupe. If anyone pulls in a different car, don't open the door.
Okay. Okay.
All right, awesome. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m., Grady.
Awesome. Sounds good, Leo. Flagged as incomplete. Who liked that? Who heard that? That was
got
good.
that from Eastern Pattern. Eastern Pattern.
Hey, you listen to the right guy, man. You're listening to the right guy. Easton's a beast. Flagged as incomplete. Very clever. I like how you described the car. Gave him 2 times. I mean, it was solid. I mean, if I was to add anything, it would just be a confirmation number just to get him to get a pen and write it down. You could do LB 777, whatever. I mean, it's just, that's the biggest part of a successful insurance broker is getting to the table. And if you can ensure you get to the table by ensuring that they're home and they're aware of it, and, or, hey, Leo, I got stuck at work. I'm not going to be home until 7:30. Can we reschedule? And you just don't respond because you probably still have 8 open and you just show up at 8 or 8:30 and go, oh, I was running behind. You still got that confirmation number LB 777, and they go, oh yeah, you're supposed to be here at 6. And right, you know what I'm saying? Like, so the whole goal is finding out when they're going to be home, because most people will let you in the front door. That's the best part about this business. If you can find out when they're home and you have this card that they filled out with their handwriting and you've got a badge on and a credibility sheet and you roll up looking professional, it's a slam dunk. You're in the house, because it's 10, 15 minutes. You're going to get in there. Why'd you fill this out? What are we trying to figure out? You find the income disparity. You find out they have coverage, they don't have coverage. They've got work coverage. They think that their work coverage is better than anything they find. They got bank coverage, and you knock those out the park and say, most people transfer jobs 9 times before they're 40. And if you have work coverage, you understand you don't get to keep that with you. Oh, you've got coverage to the bank. That's only accidental, right? You run through these little things, and that's how we are able to, if we just get in the door, if we just book the appointment and find out when they're going to be home, that's how you put up 21K in a week. So not telling anything you don't know, but that was great, man. That was great. Flagged as incomplete. So $2.50 leads. Anything you have, I'd love for just some advice to some new agents. I feel like you've taken a longer approach to get up and rolling, but for you is your approach, and that doesn't matter. I mean, you didn't quit. That's the thing. That's where the value and heart is in Leo, is that you got here and you started and you kept learning and you kept learning, you kept learning. So people come here and they get started and they go, you know what, it's hard. I'm never going to be as good as him, or I can't do what they do, or, I need to do this or that. And they'll concoct these illusional, false statements in their head that rob them from actually plugging through, keep watching and training videos, understanding, okay, so I've listened to 17 in-home videos, and it seems like they say the same thing all the time. Right? Once you start to realize that, you're like, okay, so if all these people are saying the same thing, just a little bit different, I could probably say these things. And that's where you happen. So I'd love for if you would pass on, as we close out here, just any advice you have to some new agents out there that are getting started with us, to follow in your footsteps.
Yeah, for sure. Just number one, stop thinking and just start doing, and just follow the system. If as long as you make your phone calls, door knock when you don't have appointments and just show up. It'll work. The system will pay off. So
tell me about door knocks real quick. You threw something out there. What's your daily, weekly, you have goals, minimums, maximums? What's your plan with that?
No, I just, if I'm not sitting with a customer when I'm out in the field, I put everything to Road Warrior and I print all the leads out. So I have them all stacked up and I'll number them. So you guys hear me?
No, you're good. Yeah. Keep rolling.
All right. Yeah. So I'll number them. So if like whatever it is, Road Warriors like number 1, and then I'll just hit them all and pretty much use the same phone script when I door knock them, except I can actually show them the card.
Got it. How many do you do in a day, or what is your door knock schedule?
It depends how many I have. I'll try to do like at least like 4 or 5 a day. If I have a big gap, I'll do like 10. I went out yesterday at a big gap. I did probably like 10 door knocks. The first 8 were all no's. The last 2, I scheduled 2 appointments for tomorrow. So
good job, bro. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. Secret to success, getting that 9th door. Leo, thank you so much for coming on, sharing. You go tear up Middlesex County out there in New Hampshire, but you're from Massachusetts, right?
Yeah, well, no, I lived in New Hampshire. I lived in New Hampshire for like,
you're running Massachusetts. Yeah. You're moving to Arizona, so we're all over the place with your geography.
I'm doing a road trip to Arizona, so I'll be selling everywhere.
Have fun, man. Enjoy it. Drive safe and stay cool. And we'll see you out here real soon. Well, next one we'll do is after your next 20K week. We'll have you here in the office live. So looking forward to having you out here, man. All right, man. Have a great day. Bye for now.